Welcome back into the show. This year marks the 42nd year for the San Francisco Jewish Film Festival presented by the Jewish Film Institute. Joining us today to talk about how this festival highlights Jewish life around the world through media and film is Executive Director of Jewish Film Institute, Lexi Lebanon. Thank you so much for joining us, Lexi. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. Now, the Jewish Film Festival, pretty amazing that this is something Jewish culture around the entire world can enjoy. But what's it all about for our viewers who may not know?
Yeah, well, I mean, as you mentioned, this is our 42nd year. It starts Thursday, July 21st through August 1st. We'll be at the beautiful, magnificent Castro Theater with our opening night. And we have international guests coming from around the world to be part of the experience. So we'll be showing 70 films from around the world highlighting Jewish experiences. And for people who haven't been there before, it really highlights the full diversity of Jewish cultures, which you wouldn't imagine how diverse it is.
Yes, I can only imagine. And it's so cool, like you said, that this specific festival highlights the diversity that maybe a lot of people aren't familiar with. And so you mentioned over 70 films. What is the opening night film? Why is it so special?
Yeah, so the opening night film is a real gem. It's called Karaoke. It premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival, so we'll have the West Coast premiere of this film. It's an Israeli film, and it's perfect for the moment. I feel like it really emphasizes reinvention, which a lot of people are doing right now. It's about an older couple living kind of a sleepy life, boring, humdrum life, and they're reawakened by a new tenant in their penthouse of their apartment building who lures them in and seduces them with karaoke, as well as the whole rest of the apartment building.
Love that.
And what's so great about it is that it's comic, which I believe we all need a little bit of these days. And the party afterwards is at the Randall Art Museum, right above the Castro Theater. And we will be featuring, yes, you guessed it, karaoke at the party.
I love karaoke. Karaoke is so much fun. Well, that is awesome that you guys are kicking off the festival with such an incredible film. Now, when it comes to the festival itself, you already mentioned there's so much diversity, you know, a lot of exposure for the Jewish culture. Why was that such an important initiative when it came to creating the festival, which is now in its 42nd year?
Yeah, well, in the beginning, it was really about counteracting stereotypes of Jewish people that existed in film. Now there's more diversity, obviously, and now it's more about really celebrating all the different cultures that contribute to Jewish communities across the world. So the opening night film Karaoke is from Israel, but we have films from France, from South America. So I think people will really learn a lot that they didn't know.
Yeah, well, that's always good to come to a festival or a certain situation and walking away learning something from it. Now, what can people expect, especially those that are in the Jewish community? What can they expect when they come to the festival?
Yeah, well, you definitely don't have to be Jewish to come to the festival.
Of course.
And
yeah.
I feel like we've got something for everybody. So we've got Bernstein's Wall, which is our centerpiece documentary film. It's really featuring the life of Leonard Bernstein, who really is famous for West Side Story, but the film really highlights his hidden gay identity, which a lot of people don't know about. So I think LGBT audiences will be really interested for that. We also have a local spotlight film made by an Oakland filmmaker, Pratibha Parmar, which highlights the life of Andrea Dworkin, who was one of the most controversial figures in the feminist movement. And I feel like right now we really need to see that film, given how challenging it is now for women in the U.S.
In today's climate, absolutely.
That's right.
Well, what goes into planning a festival that is now in its 42nd year? Obviously, it's had so much success for it to keep coming back every year. But what goes into planning something so dynamic?
Yeah, I mean, our staff works all year to bring the best content from around the world to the Bay. We find our films at Sundance, at Tribeca, at Berlin, at Toronto Film Festival, and then we spend the year coordinating all the guests coming, all the parties happening, and all the Q&As afterwards. I think there's really no replacement for live interaction at a film festival. So I'm really hoping everybody comes out and enjoys film live. You know, it's really important to get off our couches, stop surfing through Netflix, and enjoy a movie in a collective environment with a bunch of other people who are sharing it at the same time.
I couldn't agree with you more, too. There's too much of this nowadays, head down on the phone. So any type of activity that can get people outdoors and learning something is always a good sign. Now, what is one of your favorite parts of the festival? And you said you've been able to experience a lot of them.
What I'm really looking forward to this year is Ken Burns at the festival. For documentary geeks, he's really like the rock star of documentary film. He's going to be here with his new series, The U.S. and the Holocaust, which is really looking at a lot of new information about what the U.S. knew and didn't know during that time, and also some of the white supremacist ideology from the U.S. that actually contributed to Hitler's philosophy. So he's going to be joining us live on stage for an extended conversation, and really, I think that's the hot ticket. He's really dynamic and rarely appears in public.
Well, how do people get involved if they would like to get involved in the future?
Yeah, well, one thing to do is to check out our website at jfi.org. Tickets are on sale, and it opens Thursday at the Castro Theater, and so we're hoping that people will come check out our dynamic program.
Yes, well, all the information is there. Thank you so much, Lexi, for joining us here on Live in the Bay and talking a little bit about the Jewish Film Festival. Looking forward to that coming up. You said Thursday, this Thursday.
Yeah, this Thursday, the 21st, at the Castro Theater.
Awesome. Well, if you would like to learn more or to get tickets, we will have a link on our website at liveinthebay.tv.